Hello. All right. It looks like we are live. I'm going to be talking with you about loving what you sell. I just want to get this shared into my Facebook group because the ladies over there are expecting a live training at this time every Wednesday. If you are not in the Ambitious Female Entrepreneur Society, make sure you get inside the Facebook group. Lots of special goodness that happens over there. So just bear with me a minute while I get this shared over into that space. We have a little delay here. Here we go. Alrighty, that should be sharing over in the group. So let's go ahead and get started about loving what you sell. I planned this topic because we have Valentine's Day right around the corner. So I feel like a lot of us have love on the brain and we see it everywhere and we're talking about it. And I think building a business that you love is one of the most important things that you can do. All right, just trying to confirm that this is actually live in my group. Hopefully it is. There it is. Okay. So I think building a business that you absolutely love is one of the most important things you can do. There is such a difference between feeling like you have to go to work, right? Even if it's a business that you own, between having to go to work and versus showing up and like doing things that you love. So oftentimes when I'm coaching earlier stage entrepreneurs, I find that they don't really love what they're selling. So this is something that I want to open up your mind to and have you start thinking about. And I just realized I think I wore this sweater for last week's live. So you're welcome, everybody. Right? But think about your business. Are you selling what feels easy and safe, or are you selling something that you absolutely love? Okay. And there's no shame. There's nothing that's gone wrong if you don't love what you're selling right now. It just means that there is definite room for growth. Right? Maybe you tried something and you're like, you know what? It turns out I didn't love that. I found out the hard way. I did that at one point in time. I tried launching a group every single month, and I ended up hating it, right? Like I loved the women that I served. I loved what I was teaching, but I did not love being in constant launch mode for a group. Turned out I did not like it. Okay, so oftentimes we learn by doing. Nothing has gone wrong there, but really think about what you're selling. Are you selling something that feels easy, safe, or comfortable, or are you selling something that you really love? Okay, so here are a couple things that I want to share with you when you are loving what you sell. Okay, number one, you must be able to see the value in it. I hear this a lot from coaches who want to be coaching but are struggling, and they're like, but I don't know, can I like I don't know. What if my people don't get results? What if it doesn't work for them? Right? You have to be able to see the value in what you're selling. When you can't see the value in it, or you don't see the value in it, or you only kind of sort of sometimes see the value in it, that's when your head starts to play some major mind games on you. And if you don't always see the value in your offer, okay, it doesn't mean we don't have off days or anything like that. But if you cannot consistently see the value in what you offer, it's going to make it really hard to sell. Right? No offense to any used car salesman out there, but I think that's an analogy a lot of people use is I don't want to feel like a used car salesman because the reputation there is that they're going to sell you something that has no value in it, right? They're going to sell you a car that is going to break down when you drive it off the lot and they're like, sorry, too bad. Okay, that is not the reputation of high-level coaches and consultants and business professionals. Right? We are only selling things to people that want it, right? They want this result, and you have to believe in the result. You have to be able to see the value in it. So if you struggle with this, you're like, I don't know, I think, but maybe not, right? That's the first place to go to work to really start loving your offer. You need to go and build all that evidence for yourself and see exactly how your clients are getting results through whatever it is that you're selling. So number one, you must be able to see the value in it. Number two, you must believe in your abilities to deliver it. Okay, so these aren't quite the same thing, right? The value in it is different than your abilities to deliver it. And it's a fine line difference that I want you to pay really close attention to. Because if one of these is an issue, you want to make sure that you go to work to building the belief in yourself. Because, so for example, even in something like coaching, let's use websites for an example, website designer. Okay, if you see the value in somebody having a great website, and you're like, yes, obviously people should be investing in this. Websites The business world is online now, right? Every business should have a website. You truly believe that and you see the value in it. That's different than believing in your abilities to deliver it. So how this can look for some people is they might say like, yes, I know a website's important. Yes, I should know they have it. But what if they don't get clients from the website I build? What if their SEO isn't as good enough when I do it? Okay. You see the value in the offer, but you're not believing in your abilities to deliver whatever this result is that you're delivering. Websites, coaching, business consulting, marketing services, VA work, it all applies. So when you think about creating and selling an offer that you absolutely love, the first thing that I want you to think about, and if you already have an offer out there, then like take a look at your current offer and be like, do I see the value in it? Do I believe in my abilities to deliver it? And if you're like, I do and I do, but like, I just don't love doing this. I don't love what I'm currently offering. Okay. Sometimes it's just a emotional feeling that we have, right? It's love. What result does feel so good and delicious to you that you would be so excited to talk to people about it? And we had a family gathering a few months back, and some of the extended family that I don't see a whole lot, they're like, so tell me what you do because I see you online and I'm fascinated. And I was like, yeah, let's go, right? Like it was fun to talk about it. Okay. That is what like marketing, like just truly organic marketing can look like, where it just feels really good to talk about what you do, right? I wasn't trying to sell my family members on coaching with me, but it was fun. I was excited to talk about it. I was excited to share my client results that they had gotten. Right? I was excited to talk about the journey of building my business. Right? What feels so good and delicious to you that you would just love to talk to people about it? And maybe that is your current offer. Maybe you're like, yes, it hits that checkpoint. Like I love this. I love the result that my clients get or my clients will get. But what I want you to do too, I started this out by asking, right? Like, are you selling what feels easy and comfortable? Or are you selling something you really love? Because stepping outside of our comfort zone with anything that we do is not always the easiest for anybody, right? That's where like we get scared, we get uncertain, we haven't done it before. So I want you to think about when you're selling something that you love, there's a certain level of discernment that it takes to determine, do I really love this? Or is this just something that I'm telling myself I love because it keeps me inside my comfort zone? Because those are two very different things, right? So a couple of ways that I see this show up for many newer entrepreneurs is they want to start right out like brand new into business and only offer passive income, like an e-course. Okay? And we see passive income everywhere. Passive income is amazing. But if you have no audience and you've never been in business before, of course, offering an e-course where you don't have to show up and interact and engage with people and maybe be put on the spot. Or a big one that I hear from a lot of early stage coaches and consultants is like, what if they ask me a question I can't answer? Right? Offering something passive in the e-course removes all of that potential discomfort. And of course, our brains are wired to keep us safe, right? So any of that potential discomfort is our brain like, danger, danger, danger. I need to avoid this situation, right? There's nothing wrong with passive income, but if you're brand new into business with no audience, it's really hard to make much money on a cheap e-course, right? You haven't really learned how to market and sell yet. Unless you're coming out of a corporate career where you've done that, you haven't really learned how to market or sell yet. And that's where most early entrepreneurs run into a problem selling their course. Now that's 100% different than if you've already been running a business and you already have an audience and you are already viewed as an expert and you already have people buying from you, and then you launch an e-course option, you're in a completely different situation. But what I often hear is that potential discomfort is what is stopping earlier stage entrepreneurs from offering something that could actually give their clients the best value, right? And again, people can get good results from an e-course. There's also a really high percentage of people that never complete an e-course because they don't have that like check-in, that accountability, that face-to-face, that group support, whatever it might look like. So if you're thinking like, oh, I'm offering this thing over here and I love this result that my people get and I feel really great because I already created the whole e-course and I know it, but deep down it's like I'm afraid to have a sales conversation. I'm afraid of being asked a question that I don't know the answer to. That is a clear sign that you created something to keep yourself safe and comfortable. You did not actually create something that you love. And that might sound a little confusing because, again, I hear this so often with passive income and brand new entrepreneurs. They want to jump right to that. And it's like, it doesn't mean that you won't ever love selling a passive income course, but if you pour all your time and energy into something, you've never learned how to market and sell, you're avoiding having conversations with people, that e-course right now is actually just turned into a giant distraction in your business. So get really, really honest with yourself because you will find you are selling more when you love what you're selling. It feels really good. You're excited to talk about it. It stops feeling like, oh no, I don't know if I should bring it up. I don't know if I should sell them. What if they think I'm salesy? And like, oh my God, have you heard? Like you can get XYZ, right? Like we can do this together. Okay, so really think about that. Really think about what would it take for you right now to absolutely love what you're selling. Your energy and everything is going to be different when you are so in love with your offer, right? And you're going to come across different. It's not like, oh no, what do I say to get them to buy? It's like, oh, I'm just going to talk about this work that we can do together. And if your people want it, they're going to be excited to invest with you, right? So to quickly recap, when you're thinking about your current offer or looking at creating a new offer and you want to actually be selling, loving what you sell, selling something that you love, I want to make sure that you can see the value in it, that you believe in your abilities to deliver it. Think about what result feels so delicious and amazing to you that you would be so excited to work with people on that. And then also make sure that you are using your discernment and discern the difference between creating something you actually love and creating something that feels easier or keeps you hidden. So that is it. Drop any questions that you have below, and I will see you next week, hopefully in a different sweater. Maybe I will remember next time. Bye.